What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the What's Poppin Podcast. We're your hosts, Mark and Matt. And for those of you that don't know, this is the show where we pop bottles and we talk about anything that's going on. Matthew, who do we have on today?
Yeah, we got a special guest today. This is someone I knew for a long ass time. He's the face of Allivir League. I'm sure you've heard of that. It's my boy, Victor Rivilla. Victor, thank you so much for coming through, bro.
Yo, what's up?
Appreciate you.
Thank you guys for having me. You know, I'm excited to be on this. I know it's been a work in progress for a minute, but I'm finally happy to be on.
Yes, sir, bro. We appreciate you being here. We got a lot to cover today. But before that, this is the What's Poppin Podcast. So we got to ask you, Vidro, what are we popping today?
Damn, I don't know. I like tequila, so I usually go with the Casamigos if you got that.
Casamigos. We got that Reposado.
Let's go. We here. That's what we
Reposado. Casamigos, you want to sponsor us, go ahead. And what is it, George Clooney? George Clooney, what up, my boy? But yeah, let's go ahead and pop this. Why do you mess with tequila?
I don't know, man. I just, for some reason, it's the only alcohol that doesn't give me a hangover the next day.
Tequila?
And it's the only alcohol that's an upper. So all the other alcohols, they're supposed to like make you down and mellow.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but tequila is the one that's actually supposed to make you lit.
Damn.
Yeah. If you guys didn't know that, but yeah, no, that's why I love tequila, man. That's the go-to. And like if you're doing shots of tequila, like it tastes like nothing, low key.
Facts.
Everything else is gross.
Fun fact: Victor put me on tequila Sprite. Yo, if you haven't had tequila Sprite,
that's a vibe.
Try it out. It's actually crazy. The first time he told me, I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? Tequila Sprite. But yo, after I tried it, game changer is actually all I get. And let's go for the ASMR pop. Ooh, I'll give that like a 7 out of 10. Victor, the guest, let me pour you up a little drink.
So while we pour that, bro, for those of the people that don't know who you are, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, where you came from, and what you're up to these days?
So my name is Victor Rivilla. I'm kind of the owner, creator, whatever you want.
Kinda, bro. You are. Yo,
I am. Okay.
Represent it.
Yeah. I'm the creator of Allivir League.
It's being humble,
an up and coming streetwear brand from Ottawa. That's essentially what I do. But besides from that, I'm like a sneaker enthusiast, fashion enthusiast, sports. I like football, basketball. Played basketball growing up. All the way up until now. So, those are like my main interests for sure.
So how'd you get into the apparel business?
So honestly, creating Allivir League was kind of just not an accident, but not like I wasn't doing it on purpose to like make money or anything or like to start this whole thing. I was just making I wanted to make clothing just for myself. Being like a fashion enthusiast and just liking streetwear and stuff like that, I thought I could make something and put my own personal touch on it and something that I could just rock. So the first thing I made was this black AL hat. I don't have it with me right now, but
couldn't bring it. No, I'm just kidding.
Essentially, like I just made it and I started rocking it, and then all of a sudden people were just asking like, "Yo, I need one of those." So and then I started making it for friends. And then we did a first run of them, about 25 of them, and they sold out in like 2 minutes.
Damn.
So
that's
after
crazy,
that,
bro.
I was like, you know what? Maybe we have something here. And then just started to snowball into what it is now. And then so like the numbers that we're doing now is not where we want to be at yet, but it's definitely way, way, way more. Like grew exponentially. And we're 2 years in. So yeah, like I said, not trying to stay stagnant or anything, keep trying to grow, but that's where we are right now.
That's blessed, bro. And I feel like having like you know a lot of people, so having that support's already an advantage, especially when you're starting off, like a new company. We'll get back to Allivir in a second. Let's get a drip check, bro. What you got on today, bro?
So right now I just got on, obviously
some late
AL hat, AL trucker from our latest drop. I got on a Rude tee, Rude McLaren, just some Nike pants and some Travis.
Yes, sir. Maybe hold it up there for one more second, get it for the cam.
But
something light.
the Rude shirt. So I don't know if you guys know, but the creator of Rude is Filipino, just like me.
Lit.
So he was kind of like the inspiration behind Allivir too, kind of just starting off. Like I was like, if he can do it, why not me?
For sure.
So
How'd you come up with the name?
So Allivir is actually my last name backwards. So my last name is Rivilla, so it's Allivir. So
that's crazy.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't know that. Like they'll be like, yo, I just saw the T and I just realized it's your last name backwards, you know?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. When I first saw it, I'm like, first of all, how do I say this?
Yeah.
Is it Allivir? Allivir.
Yeah.
And then it took me a second. I figured it out though. Don't worry. I'm smart. I'm like, yo, let me read this backwards. And I'm like, because it sounded like, you know what I'm saying? The words, the letters looked familiar. And I was like, it's just your last name.
Yeah.
Speaking of names though, you probably hear me calling him Vijo a lot. You want to talk about where Vijo comes from? Because I know like even throughout high school, which is where we met back in the day, a lot of people call you Vijo.
Yeah. So my name is, so it's a weird, like, I don't know what it is. It's just, I guess it's just Filipino culture, but Filipinos just love combining names for some reason. I don't know. It's a weird thing that we have. But my full name is Victor Joe Kobe Rivilla.
Kobe?
Yeah.
Hold on, bro. You can't just drop that like nonchalantly, like, yo, Kobe. Yeah. Is it legit on paper on your driver's license? This says Kobe?
Yeah, no, it's literally hyphenated. Like it's Joe - Kobe.
That's crazy.
And where it came from was my dad's a huge Laker fan. So Kobe was drafted in I think 97.
Rough times.
96. No. Yeah, 96.
Now it is.
96, 97 draft. So for some reason, my dad just had a gut feeling. He said, yo, this kid's the one. And then the year after, just named me after.
Yo, that's crazy. You know, like some people get a gut feeling. You know, they'll go buy the rookie card. You know what I'm saying? Your dad's like, fuck it, I'm naming him Kobe.
Yeah. And it's not like Kobe was putting up crazy numbers in his rookie year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he was just, he came out of high school.
Took him a while to get going.
Yeah,
too,
no, for sure. Like a couple seasons to get his feet under him. So the fact that he did that is just crazy.
And I'm assuming like that's part of the reason why he's such a big inspiration to you and why you're hooping in Kobe's. I've seen you hooping in Kobe's, bro.
Yeah, no, for sure. Kobe's like obviously like one of my main inspirations for sure. R.I.P.
R.I.P. Mamba, man.
Too young for sure.
That's crazy.
But he's like kind of the Mamba mentality and everything with Kobe kind of just integrated into my life, and he was just a big inspiration. And I rock Kobe's. Like only basketball shoes I rock are Kobe's, just because the grip is crazy. And if you ever hooped in Kobe's, like and like I don't hoop in high tops, so low tops are my thing.
Yeah.
So it's between Kobe's or KD4s, the only hoop shoes that I rock.
Damn,
that's crazy.
So speaking of inspiration, let's backtrack a little bit. You know, talk to me a little bit about your upbringing, man. Like how'd you get, how were you raised, and you know, how do you feel like that played a factor into the person you are today?
So I actually wasn't born here. I was born in the Philippines.
Okay.
In Manila, and I came here when I was 3 years old. So like you guys obviously know, like your parents are immigrants as well too. They came here with like nothing. Like they came here with probably like $10 in their pocket, kind of just rent out an apartment in Vanier. If you guys know that area, is a rough area. That's
where we grew up.
Yeah, bro, right around the corner. We're from OB, Overbrook. Stand up.
So they kind of came here with nothing. So my parents were just working their asses off every day. Like they had multiple jobs, and I think that's kind of what, like seeing that at a young age kind of built me like to never just be doing nothing, you know, like never having free time, like always trying to like create essentially. So like I have my own 9-to-5 job, but I do Allivir League. I coach basketball. Like it's just a part of me is like always wanting to do something and never just staying at home or whatever. Like it's cool to stay home. I play video games too, but like to always just be doing something, I feel like that's like integrated into my mindset essentially. Just from
man, we relate, like you said, to that too. Like our parents they left the war, literally for their own safety, they had to leave to another country. They got sponsored by one of our uncles. Bro, not a lick of English. Like they drop into Canada, no job, nothing. And it's basically like, all right, let's start a family. I gotta figure it out. I gotta make some money somehow. Our dad was working at Dairy Queen flipping burgers. Bro, yeah, God knows what the minimum wage was at the time.
$6 an hour.
Yeah, my dad was working at Burger King, so
Yeah.
it's the same shit.
I'm pretty sure dad was running like 2 jobs too, like
He was doing pizza at one
Gabe's
point.
Pizza and DQ.
Yeah, anything
But
to provide, you know what I mean?
It kind of just like humbles you, and it's like as kids, yeah, we saw them hustle, but once you get older, you're like, damn, you really understand like what they had to go through to like provide for us and start a family.
So you want me to
Yo, this
stop it, bro? You're the one who's
this Casamigos making me glitch out. Not gonna
okay.
count.
So you said you're into sports. Let's talk about that a little bit. Like what sports you into? Who are your teams and why?
So I mostly watch basketball and football.
Let's go. That's all I watch now too. Baseball.
Yeah,
too, a little
baseball
bit.
here and there.
World Cup coming up though.
Yeah,
You gonna watch that?
Canada, come on, man.
You think they're actually gonna dub?
We
or what?
here, bro.
You know, back the last time Canada was in a World Cup was like 62, 63, if I'm not mistaken.
60s or 80s. I don't
Yeah.
know. Zero
it was a
goals.
hot minute
Zero
ago.
goals, 0 wins. So
Yo,
obviously,
we're making it out of the group this year. I'm telling you.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, we do have a decent team. We got the fastest player in the Bundesliga, Alfonso Davies.
Sir.
But yeah, World Cup's always a good time, even if like you don't watch footy, like
Yeah.
Who's your football
religiously.
team?
My football team. So I'm a LA sports fan just because, you know.
Oh,
Okay,
you're
first of all,
right.
my all of my dad's side lives in LA, so they're diehard LA sports fans. So I guess I have to do it as well too. So and obviously I'm a Laker fan as well too. So might as well just stick with the LAs. So I'm a Rams fan. So Super Bowl champions.
Yeah,
But,
how they doing though this year, bruh?
I mean,
They're
we're
2-1.
2-1, not looking too good, you know, but
I mean,
still early.
2-1 solid.
2-1 solid, but
You're
know,
first
we
in
got
the,
our
in the
hand.
NFC West.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
Should've
a
asked you,
Niners
like,
fan, so I'm
last
coming
week.
for your head, bro.
We play you this week.
Yeah. Monday Night Football. That's
Yo, live,
going
not
down.
live, but on the spot. Do we got any bets?
Nah, bro. I honestly,
You guys wanna put money on it?
I'm saying right now, I'm a realistic sports fan, and we're not looking too good right now. I'm telling you guys right now, I feel like we're gonna finish like 500.
You know what's crazy though? Like even like the Bengals are not looking good. Like I don't know what's up with Joe Burrow,
Yeah,
but
it's a long season.
it's a long season for sure. But I just for some reason something's off with the Rams. Like Stafford is just
Bro, we back
Yeah,
with Jimmy
exactly.
G, bro. You tell we got Jimmy G back. We got Jimmy G
I
back.
can't believe
Yeah.
that really happened to Trey Lance. So like,
It's crazy.
that's unfortunate.
I know,
But
unfortunate.
let's go back to Allivir. We already talked about what it means. We talked about what motivated you to start it, inspired you, just like your friends and stuff trying to rock it, including me. Let's talk about the logo because it might look familiar, but it has a unique touch. So let's talk about that.
So essentially, it's Allivir League. So it's just the 2 letters A and L.
And like you just
try
said, you're
yeah,
LA
exactly.
sports
So I'm
fan,
an LA
right?
sports fan. So I'm a Dodger fan as well too. So I kind of like try to model it after the Dodger logo. We use the same font and kind of like the same format.
For sure.
And then the 3 stars is actually like the 3 stars on the Filipino flag. So
Damn,
that's
sick.
like our own like little twist on it too.
I see that now. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you
Okay,
see
just
the Filipino flag, just
put it
just
together,
imagine
you know?
it had the 3 stars on the triangle. So, that's the logo.
So what kind of stuff you guys making now? You making hats, like everything, like shirt? You get into the shoe game yet?
Nah, bro. Low key, I'm in the works to put a mold in for some slides. That will be like our
Exclusive.
entry point.
Exclusive. You're here on WPP, yo.
We're gonna entry point
Yeah.
into sneakers. But we make hats. We started off with just hats, strictly just hats. When
Yeah,
I was
I
a
remember
hat guy, I always wore hats.
Yeah.
We were just dropping hats at first, and then slowly just started put out hoodies, like streetwear stuff, like hoodies, sweats, shorts, tees, obviously. And it's all inspired from like vintage sportswear. So we did like a Allivir League champions, like based off like the old championship ring shirts.
Yeah,
we did
caught that, bro. One of my favorite shirts. Real talk.
And then like the hats too, like we try to model it after like the World Series patches on the side and stuff like that. So I kind of just take inspiration from just like old school vintage sportswear.
Yeah, and
That's what I was
you
gonna
guys
ask
dropped
you.
a bunch of 101s, right?
Yeah. So, and we did, what we did is we took a bunch of vintage sports tees and kind of just stamped the Allivir logo on it. And then we kind of just made those one of one each. And then kind of just, we sold all of them. So shout out my guy, Vintage by Esma. He's the one that sourced and supplied all the sports vintage. And then we kind of just put our own spin to it. Yeah.
Do you find it hard, like, to keep coming up with new products?
Nah, bro. Low key, I have so many ideas. Like, I have a whiteboard at home.
You're writing down, eh?
With just like, there's no more space on it because I'll just be walking down the street one day and I'll look at a sign and I'll be like, shit, I like that font, and I'll take a picture of it and then search what the font is, and then I'll write down on my board. That's I have so many ideas that I want to do. But like, I try to, with Allivir, like we try to just do it like once a month kind of thing, just so we don't keep it limited and like.
Yeah, so you drop it consistently once a month, right?
Yeah, like once a month, month and a half, just to like keep it saturated and keep people like interested. Because I feel like when you're doing like a brand like that, just putting out a shit ton of stuff, people are just not gonna really mess with it unless. Because
some exclusivity.
Yeah,
exactly. Like if you have the tea, like that's never coming out again.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, a lot of clothing brands are just like, they're dropping way too much and it just loses its touch. Like for example, like you put me on OVO. These guys are opening stores all the time. It's like it's losing its exclusivity. If that makes sense. Like everybody's rocking it now. It's kind of like it's like cringe low key.
Yeah, like I see like. It's like, it's cool to have it like the 1-2 piece here and there. Like
as I'm rocking the two.
But it's like now you see like 13, 14, 15-year-olds rocking it, which is fine.
Like you remember when we had to order it?
Yeah, like on the website.
It's like 2 stores.
Yeah.
And now it's like everywhere. Which is sick, obviously. Man's gonna keep eating.
Yeah.
But when you started Allivir League, what was one of the tougher things starting the company? And like, did you ever like feel like you wanted to quit? Was there ever a point where you're like, you know what, maybe it's too much, I don't want to do this right now?
Yeah, no, for sure. Like it's not even just like a one moment kind of thing. It's like sometimes it'll just come to you and just be like, yo, I don't even know if I really want to do this. It's kind of like burnout. Like you just like you're doing the same thing over and over and over again, and it's like the growth is slow for sure, and it's a slow grind. So sometimes it's like unmotivated, like, yo, like, am I really like even making a difference here?
Or am I happy with what I'm doing,
But then what keeps me going is I'll take some. What keeps me going is just looking back to our first numbers and then to our numbers now, and I'm like, shit, we actually grew a lot. And then that's what kind of keeps me just going, like knowing that it might be a slow grind, but when you look back to where you started, it's like crazy.
100%. Not just that. It must be nice too to like walk around the city, see people wearing your shit all the time.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like I always have like, it's funny. I always have like, you tell me stories about all the time people rocking my shit.
Yeah. And let me just tell for the people, like he talked about the OG drop, which is, he started with hats. I was rocking one of his hats to the gym, feeling nice, just finished the workout. And a nice lady comes up to me and she's like, hey, I like your hat. And I was like, yeah, it's my boy's company. Thank you very much. She's like, I know, it's my son. No. It turns out Vic's mom, I guess she teaches courses at Movati or some classes. But that was crazy. I was trying to like flex on her, like, yes, that's my boy. She's like, yeah, well, that's my son,
Yeah, it's funny. Like, there's always
and I see it everywhere, bro. Like, good for you, obviously. Like,
it's just I think it's definitely starting to become like an Ottawa thing for sure. Like, I'll just be walking in the street or even like go to the club and I see someone with my hat,
like someone you don't know. Just
exactly.
That's crazy.
And the fact that like I always like run into my friends and they always have a story about someone wearing it or like for example, I was at the Bayshore Mall and I was rocking, I think my hat, and the security guard comes up to me and he's like, yo, I love your hat. Like, I love that brand. I could never get it though. Like,
That's
and I just
crazy.
played it off like I wasn't the fucking person running it. And I was like, yo, they're dropping next week. Like, you should just got to be there on early, on the website early, you know? So that was funny. Like, some random guy just came up to me and saying like, yo, how'd I get one of those, you know? And he's like, keeps an eye out on the page and shit. But he just like, he said he could never get it. And I just told him like, yo, just be on the site early, you know?
That's crazy. And we touched on like your inspiration. So for these drops, so you literally, it just comes to your mind, you write it down, or you see something and you're like, damn, I could see this like turn into AL.
Yeah, no. So I just have like a big like mood board of just shit on my wall. Like I have like pictures and stuff too, and then I have stuff on my phone too. And depending on what it is, like sometimes I'll literally just be at the gym and I'll be like, you know what, we're gonna do this idea for the next drop. Like it literally just, it's just random. Like I never know when it comes to me, but once I know, and like I just go to my laptop or my computer and just start designing and just
that's sick. There. Other times you just light up a piff and it just comes to you, right? No, I'm kidding. But so for, let's say somebody comes up to you, they're like, man, I see your company, you're doing well. What are like 3 things you can you suggest that I should do, and what are 3 things I shouldn't do when starting a company? It doesn't have to be 3. It's like any tips you can give someone trying to start their own company.
Yeah, I think starting off, like first thing that you should do is like put in your head that it's not going to be like successful right away. Like you gotta put in your head like
good things take time, right?
Exactly. Like,
and you shouldn't do it for the money, right?
Exactly. Like you're gonna, if you want to start something, if you don't love what you're doing first, like if you're not into fashion already, like maybe you should think of something else, because like you're, like I said, there's gonna be a point where you're like, oh, I don't know if I really want to do this. So first you got to think like, do I really want to do this? And second, what I would do is just write, like I said, write all your ideas down. Get a whiteboard.
That's smart. You know how many times I have like good ideas and I don't write it down, and like the next day I'm like, fuck.
Because you're like, yo, there's no way I'm forgetting this. And literally, like for me personally, like 10 minutes later, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Yeah, what it is talking about?
Yeah. So that's a good one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then So
what about some things you shouldn't do?
Some things that you shouldn't do. Like I think you said it, kind of just like doing it for the money and like doing it because like, oh, I want to make a quick buck, because that's not gonna happen. Like unless you're like a freaking influencer with 1 million followers, like it's not gonna come overnight. Mm-hmm. And if you're doing it for a quick buck, like I'm sorry to tell you, but like don't, like, just not being soft or anything, like it's not gonna come.
Facts.
Like you gotta want to actually put the time in and put the work in. And but at the same time too, like another thing is like, don't be scared to fail. Mm-hmm. Like if there's like something that you put out and it does absolute shit, that's fine. Like you gotta roll with the punches and just,
and you gotta learn from it, right?
Exactly. Like I've seen like one of our first drops, I look back on it and I'm like, I'm not really proud of that, you know? And like you're gonna have those. You're gonna have the misses for sure.
Do you find like you analyze every drop you do and you like try to say, okay, this didn't work, this worked?
Yeah, exactly. Like obviously, like that's another thing too, is like kind of just going back to the drawing board every time.
Yeah.
And like doing your research and looking at, you know, oh, this specific item did really well.
Yeah.
ABT,
this item you ever heard of ABT? Always be testing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how you
always got to be in the lab, man. You know, just figuring out numbers.
For real. And as cliche as it sounds, if you don't fail, you don't grow, right? So you got to test shit out, see what works, see what doesn't work.
Like, same thing with me in real estate. Like I've had times where I would be in a showing or an appointment with a client, and then I'd say something like so stupid, and then I'd walk, like after I leave, I'm like, why the fuck did I say that? You know? But it's in those moments like that when you're reflecting, you're like, okay, I'm never gonna say something like that again.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you learn how to you know, and you grow as a business person.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's how you learn, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna grow unless you fuck up a couple times.
Yeah.
You know? So.
And it seems like you got a good team behind you too, working with you. So that's always important.
Yeah. No, for sure.
But yo, I'm gonna have to expose you real quick, bro.
Expose me?
Oh shit.
I was on the gram, you know, a few weeks ago. And if you don't know, I'm sure you know, Instagram introduced this notes. Okay.
You guys looking at me like, what's he gonna say? I don't know.
Don't worry. Don't
I
worry.
think I know what you're gonna
It's
say.
nothing
bro.
crazy, but I had to screenshot it.
Oh no!
And I'm like,
you gotta show the camera.
Bro, I'm
You gonna
dead.
expose like that?
bro, I'm like, this guy had to have lost a bet or his girl's forcing him to post this or something, bro. Let me read this. So Instagram note, I see VJ_Kobe. Love Island. Greater than NBA playoffs.
Bro,
What's going on with that,
Yo,
my boy?
I'm
What
telling
do you
you
mean?
right now.
So you'd rather watch Love Island? Because if you're not living under a rock, everybody's talking about Love Island. I still have yet to watch one episode.
Okay, I'm living under a rock. Can you like tell us?
Bro, I mean, I guess I'm Patrick too. I'm under the rock too, but I've never watched an episode because I feel like it's just like any other like
Reality.
It's like a double shot at love or some shit.
yeah.
Is it kind of like that vibe?
Bro, like,
can you explain what it
okay,
is?
so
and
bro,
explain
first of all,
what the hell you were
That definitely,
fucking thinking?
definitely wasn't him that
Were you
posted.
under the influence? Did you get hacked?
I'm telling you guys right
'Cause-
now, I was 100% sober. Okay. My girl did not tell me to post that. I'm being serious when I say that. Okay. Like, bro. Okay. So let me explain to you guys what
Bro,
Love Island is.
Please.
So essentially, it's like single people obviously go to like this island. Sometimes they change it. Like sometimes they have like Hawaii and like the Maldives. Like they'll do it like a different location every year. And there'll be like obviously single people that come to the island, and like it's like a love show. And
like they can't smash or something?
no, they can smash.
Okay.
But so essentially what happens is they couple up with each other, and the goal of it is to make it to the end, obviously. But obviously it's to find love too. And like people couple up, there's like beef, there's like drama, bro, I'm telling you right now, like it shits on every reality TV show. You guys gotta watch it.
What's the difference
Okay.
between that and every other reality TV show?
Like
That's
just
what I-
like the dynamic of everything, like the way that like they eliminate people. So you could be in love, you could be literally like falling for your person, but then they get eliminated. So then new people come in.
So it's like
Oh,
Miss
yeah.
Mysterious
Keep adding
Girl,
people.
you know?
Yeah,
like-
exactly. Like they add people. So if, for example, if like you're coupled up with a shorty and she gets dumped for whatever reason, like, dumped from the island because of like a public vote, or like she got voted off, like you can love that person and they'll be gone, bro.
Damn.
And like a new person will come in, and then you can like try and talk to them and couple up with them too. Like it's crazy.
So you need Riz, right? You need W Riz.
yeah. So like there's
But-
the UK, the US one. I watched both of them.
Yeah, hold on.
And-
So which one's better? Because everyone's like, I don't watch it again, but
sounds like
when
this guy watches it, bro.
Bro, watch
Wallah,
it.
I don't watch it.
Please. I'm telling you guys right
but
now.
everybody's like, when they talk about it, they're like UK or US. I'm like, bro, I haven't watched an episode. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no, like
So which one's better?
honestly, at first,
If I decide to watch it, probably
at
won't watch it.
first, like I like the UK one, but then the last season, when I put that on my notes, was the US season. Craziest season I've ever seen in my life. Like in any fucking reality TV show. And I'm telling you guys right now,
Better than Jersey Shore?
Fellas, okay, don't be scared to watch fucking dating shows. Because all my boys are like, yo, it's a dating show, you know, it's kind of like
I just think it's like I just think it's like not cringe, but it's just like, is it not like fake? Like, is it not
no, bro.
scripted?
Love Island, like it's actually real, bro. And like people after the show, they get married and shit.
No way.
It's not like
That's probably slim to like the chances.
no, bro. Like for real, like
Like, how'd you meet?
probably like there's probably like
Love Island.
12 to 10 couples that come out of the show, and like probably half of them like actually stay
That's
together,
crazy.
which is like,
That's nuts.
you know. But like fellas, don't be scared to, you know, watch Love Island. It's not soft. I'm telling you guys right now.
Okay, so but like back to the like original thing. I understand you fuck with it, but do you not fuck with like seeing a nice Laker? I mean, I was gonna say Lakers in the playoffs, but
Obviously, okay, at some obviously
like, you
there's
don't
some
want to
exact-
see the chef.
Well, you know what?
Cooking up?
You know what though? Like
You
I
know?
understand if he like I'd rather like most people probably rather watch that than the Lakers play these days. You know.
Lakers are chalk.
They'd rather see the Raptors. You know what I'm saying?
But I heard,
uh,
did you hear that they're trying to get what's his name from OKC?
Yeah, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Wait, the Lakers?
No, the Raptors.
Oh my
'Cause
god,
he's from
If
Toronto.
Shea can come home.
Come home, brother.
Come on, bro. Yo, Shay,
Come
if you've seen
home.
this, bro, you need to come home, bro. And Wiggins too. You guys need to both come.
Facts.
Wiggins doing well.
Yo,
We need
He's
to put
loving
all
it.
Canadian
Why
teams.
do
came
you
off
tease
his
us
first
with that KD? Like,
Yeah,
why
that
you
would
gotta
have been
do that?
horrible. I would not have liked that. They were gonna give away fucking Scotty Barnes. No way.
Let me ask you guys this: would you give up Scotty Barnes for KD?
No, because KD's.
Hold on.
Okay,
Go ahead.
No, Mark, you go first.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna say no because look at KD. He was in Golden State. Then he went to New York or Brooklyn, and then he wants to dip from there. You know what I mean? He's not a steady person.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it's sad to say people don't want to come to Toronto and play. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like if we traded away Barnes and then KD came, we would have maybe got one season out of him.
Yeah.
And even with KD there,
Wouldn't it
we
been
don't
a
have the
max,
team
though?
to win a chip with KD.
Isn't it a
right
max for KD?
What was that?
Wouldn't it have been a max contract or no?
Bro, he
I
would
think
have.
so.
Bro, but he
look
would have.
like
Bro, look what he
players,
did, bro.
NBA players,
he
these
cried.
days, they have too much power. Bro.
He cried
They
to the
don't-
media. He cried to the coaching staff, and he wanted to leave after 2 years.
Because I was talking about
2-3
this
years.
with my boys, and they were clowning me because I said, "Yo, not fuck Scotty. Scotty's obviously talented as fuck, and he's the future of the Raptors, and I fuck with him
Bro,
a
this
lot."
guy's the future of the NBA. I'm
But
gonna call
it's
it right
Kevin
now.
Durant, bro. This guy came on the court and torched the Raptors, and before he
Okay.
got fucking hurt and got
Okay,
out.
but this
If
is,
it wasn't
he's also older now.
this
It's
guy,
not the same.
this guy is the Toronto Raptors' father, bro.
Yeah, no,
No, I
but
think that's
I
LeBron.
understand that. But you guys got
That's
to realize
facts.
that
It's KD, bro.
Scotty Barnes, he could tell, bro. He
Yeah.
loves the city and
No,
he's
no.
committed. You know, I feel
Obviously.
like we'll have 10 years of Scotty Barnes. You'd rather trade 10 years of Scotty Barnes for 2 years of Kevin Durant. You know what I
Maybe
mean?
2 years.
It wasn't like DeRozan where
I mean, we got
DeRozan could've
Kawhi
left.
for a year, and
It's not even
chipped
that.
it.
It's the Kawhi situation was, listen, we had a team that was ready to win, and they just needed that piece, and Kawhi was that piece.
Yeah.
Right now, even if you put KD on this team for 2 years, we're not winning the chip.
Dog,
we
we
don't
got
have
both
the
Well, we have a
teams.
shot. We have a shot, but there's two. The East is
I don't
way
think so.
better now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not like when Kawhi was on the Raptors when the East was
Spiders
like a little bit
coming
more
to
soft.
Cleveland, bro. That's
Exactly.
crazy.
There's so many teams like Cleveland, Milwaukee, Boston, obviously Raptors, Heat,
Yeah.
Philly. Bro, that's 6
Yo,
teams.
Philly.
I'm probably missing.
Philly.
Like the Hawks are okay. You know, like
Yeah.
there's so many teams like in the
Don't
mix.
sleep on Detroit. No, I'm just kidding.
There's so many teams like in the mix in the East that like it wasn't the same with Kawhi. Like, you know, we could just run through the East and then take a shot at the finals. you
Yeah,
know?
that was crazy. I honestly never thought I would see the Raptors win a
Yeah, I was there for the
championship.
parade.
Like I was, the years leading up, like DeMar and Kyle, but like I was like, yo, this team, like I don't see there's no way they're making it all the way to the finals and then
Yeah.
winning. Especially even when we got to the finals against Golden State, I'm like, bro, this is a wrap. And then
What do you mean? They
I
took
guess-
the first game or the first 2 games?
Yeah.
okay, but then you gotta like, I don't know. I still think it's a legit win, but
There's
we all
people-
know what happened with the injuries.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of sports, though, let's go over to football. Fantasy football. How we doing, fellas? How we doing in
Fucking
fantasy?
1 and 2.
Because at the moment, your boy's 2-1, top of the table, most points for.
Yo, I fucked up my draft, low key.
No
I'm 1
way.
and 2, but I drafted too many receivers. My receivers are Hill, Chase, and Evans.
How many men in the league, by the way?
12.
Oh, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, Hill, Chase, Evans, and then I have Garrett Wilson and Drake London on my bench, and I have no running backs. My best running back is like fucking Rashad Penny or something.
No way, bro.
So I fucked up this year.
So why don't you start trading?
Hey Jala, can you accept my trade? I'm trying to trade him Tyreek Hill for Nick Chubb.
Vijo
That's a
calls
fair
out
trade,
That's a fair
bro.
trade.
That's a fair trade.
Yo, you know what's
That's a fair
crazy?
trade.
You want me? I know I'm an 8-man
Bro, I
league.
got first 2 while you're pulling that up. First 2 weeks, I got slammed with injuries, bro. Heavy injuries.
Yeah, first week, bro, I had 3 injuries, bro. I had Godwin out. I had Higgins, who got smoked in the head and got smoked again the next week. And then who else? Keenan Allen got hurt. But check this team out. It is the 8-man league, but I have Lamar, CMC, Nick Chubb, Chris Godwin, T. Higgins, Travis Kelce. Just picked up DK, bro. This guy actually got me some points.
He was on the waiver.
Okay, let me tell you something. Okay,
Bro,
one of my
what?
boys.
Yo,
I don't want to expose Cho. Oh shit, did I say it? Man's had, bro, like, shout out to him for playing fantasy. Like, he doesn't know much about football. I don't know, like, I'm not an expert. I've only started watching football like 4 years ago.
Top of the league.
DK
The whole team,
on
the whole
waivers.
league is
Anyways,
like
man's had like a crazy, like, he had like DK and Lockett. And then he had like 3 quarterbacks. So he dropped one. I'm like, yo, give me that. I'm not going to let it be, bro. But, yo, you guys want to hear what the forfeit is? Last place. So between 7th and 8th, you know, there's at least for us, 7 and 8, there's a forfeit. Last place got to buzz their head. So, Chris, I would tell you to get ready, but don't worry. We'll finish first.
But our forfeit for our league is you have to go to like a Denny's or something.
Yeah,
for
eat
24.
pancakes.
You have to go to a Denny's for 24 hours, and every pancake you eat is minus 1 hour.
So 24
That's
hours?
not 24 pancakes.
Bro, honestly, I'd be out of there in like maybe an hour or 2 hours.
Yeah,
in
low
20
key,
minutes.
too. Bro, pancakes are my shit.
Then I go smash a workout.
I just
Yo.
put four.
I don't know if you guys know, but Perkins pancakes.
The best.
Yo,
Bro,
if you don't know about
I
Perkins in general, get on that. Yo, one of the few spots that are 24 hours, right?
Bro,
Denny's
yeah.
used to be 24 hours. Pandemic fucked shit up. Now they close at like 8 or 9. But yo, Perkins,
Bro,
crazy.
shout out Perkins pancakes. Like if you want to sponsor the podcast,
Yo,
you can. but-
Perkins, bro. I'm gonna rock that T-shirt.
Well,
whatever.
Let's put some Ottawa
Can we get that
restaurants
AL and Perkins and WPP collab or what? But yeah, man. Speaking of the city, like, what do you think about the city? Because in my opinion,
man.
yeah, it's definitely growing. It's getting better in some places, but then it's dying out in other places. Like, obviously, like I don't go out too much now. I used to go out a lot more. That's dying
That's
down.
cat.
Yeah.
That's
No, like honestly, as much as people shit on Ottawa, like it's actually like a beautiful city.
Like,
I've been to Vancouver, Toronto, Montreal, like obviously the bigger cities in Canada, but Ottawa's like underrated,
bro, it is. And here's the thing, like living here, yeah, I understand when people are like, oh, it's boring and all this shit. And I'm one of those people that say it's boring just because like there's once you do everything there is to do, there's like not much to do. Like,
Yeah,
but then
you
if
gotta
you're
look at-
traveling
you gotta
here,
look at the future though. Like,
yeah, for sure. But from like a traveling perspective, if I'm not from Ottawa and I come to Ottawa, it's gonna be a vibe. Like, there's actually a good amount to see.
Yeah, like if you're here for like a weekend or something.
Yeah, like obviously the Parliament, like everyone's gonna come see it, and then we have decent restaurants. You know what I'm saying?
and like
Lansdowne's a vibe.
the nightlife. Like I think you were talking about it earlier.
Yeah,
The nightlife here is good, but you know I feel like there's only a limited amount of.
that's
places
what I'm
you can
saying.
go.
There's like
Yeah.
3 spots maybe.
like Tomo,
and
Hudson,
what I
H&S,
don't like is
Room.
like it's the city's so small that you see the same people like
Oh,
every
yeah, no,
fucking
for
week,
sure.
bro. And it's like, bro, if I see you here, I'm gonna see you like in 3 days at Rito. If I see you at Rito, I'm gonna see you at fucking Aladdin's fucking meat shop. You know what I'm saying? But with that being
Ottawa-
said, I'm always rep Ottawa, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Man,
no,
it's
Ottawa's
actually
beautiful. You know what I realized about Ottawa?
and let's talk about the growth in real estate. And
Yeah, no, for sure.
that's definitely like obviously since
shout out
since-
markghossein.
Since COVID started, like a lot of people have been coming to Ottawa, like from Toronto and stuff, Vancouver, because it's it's a lot cheaper here than it is there. People
I'm gonna
can work from home, right?
Jump in. Average monthly rent in Toronto average now is 3,000.
For what?
Okay,
For
I
a
don't know.
shithole.
Yeah, literally a shithole, and they said that's like a 30% increase.
Yo, what do you think?
Don't
Ottawa-
come at me.
Ottawa,
I don't know the
average-
actual
the
static,
average-
but it's like a big jump from last year.
Average in Ottawa is like 2,500 right now.
That's
Take
crazy.
that in. Take
Yeah.
that in.
That's nuts. Give us some market
bro,
updates.
Are we in a bubble right now?
So the market started to slow down a little bit,
Yeah.
But I mean, it's what it is. Interest rates weren't going to stay where they were, right? Now as interest rates go up, the market's going to correct a little bit, right?
Yeah.
But what I see, what a lot of people don't, just because I'm in the business and I see the supply shortage we still have, and I see the number of people that are actually moving into the city. So I think we'll be okay. Obviously, it's going to correct. Interest rates are going to continue to go up a little bit, in my opinion, but they're not going to stay up forever.
Yeah.
So what I tell all my clients right now, if you can afford the payments,
Do
it's a
it.
prime time to get
Yeah.
it, because it's going to be sick for equity building.
Yeah.
Once the rates start going back down.
Man, Mark, bro, like I know you got tons of videos on your YouTube, Instagram. Let's say, I want to buy a house. I got some money. What should I know at this time? what would you recommend in terms of like what I should look for?
First
where
thing
I
you gotta
should
start
look
with
for?
a pre-approval, right? You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't go shopping without knowing how much money
Mark's
you got
about
in
to
the
have
bank.
a nice
you know?
like he's so excited. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, it's just passionate about what I do. You know, you can relate.
Sure, yeah.
But yeah, you just gotta know kind of what you can afford, and then based on that, you gotta go seek out a professional like myself. And kind of put a game plan together, and you got to look at more than just the property. Like, what are your plans 5 years from now? Because a lot of people make the mistake of trying to get the perfect home on the first one. It's not how it works. You got to use it as a stepping stone to move forward to the next one.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But anyway, enough real estate talk. Let's Poppin Podcast.
So
What I was gonna say about Ottawa though, I just took up cycling this year, like road biking and stuff, and I feel like Ottawa is one of those cities, man. It's made for that kind of shit. Like outdoor stuff. I went to places I've never seen in my life that you can only get to on paths, and it's so beautiful, like right by the water.
Bro,
and
it is. And when you're on the parkway, like Sundays in the summer, they close off the parkway. As you guys, if you're from the city, you know that. Bro, that's a vibe. I did it a few years ago. Like literally the road's closed off. You cycle. Not even just a road. You got so many paths going along the water. You could start from here, Bayshore area, go all the way down to Gatineau, no?
And then that whole LeBreton Flats, did you hear about that?
Yeah,
they're doing that's gonna be
that's gonna be crazy.
And that's like right between Ottawa and Gatineau.
I hope they fucking like revive the nightlife there,
bro. It's gonna be crazy. I'm telling you, it's gonna be nuts.
Yeah,
mark my words. You're hearing it like here first. I mean, maybe not first. Probably some other people said it. The Ottawa Senators are going to be Stanley Cup champions within the next, we're in 2022, within the next 3 to 4 years.
Eesh. I'm going to call 5 to 6. But what I'm saying right now is they're the next Canadian. I've been telling you this for how long? They're the next Canadian
I believe it too.
That are going to win the cup.
Sheesh.
Excuse my French. Fuck Toronto.
Put
on for the city.
Yeah.
Put on.
Can you imagine how much of a vibe that's gonna be,
bro? Remember,
did you see like the plan and how it's supposed to look?
Yeah,
bro, that shit looks hot, bro.
I know it looks crazy. And do you guys remember when? I don't know, when did we go to the cup? Like
07. Yeah, 07, 06, 07.
Bro, Alfie scored that goal to send them to the finals on my birthday, bro. I remember driving around.
Bro, we were still in OB. We got on my mom's whip. Obviously, we didn't drive because we were too young. But shout out my mom. She's driving, honking the horn. Mark's honking the horn, flags, you know those flags you put on the window?
Bro, everyone
the city was going ham,
bro. The city was going crazy. I remember I was a young kid, but I remember everyone had you guys remember the flags that you put in your window?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, like flying and shit. Yeah, everyone had it.
Bro.
Like, I don't think I didn't see a single
Bro, it's coming back. Watch. It's coming back. The Sens are going to do big things.
I still have nightmares about Chris Kunitz scoring that goal in 2017. But
bro, I need a AL Sens collab, low key.
Oh,
yo, you can, you know what I was talking about before?
Sportswear. Yo,
practice,
Sens.
you know, like the practice squad.
Media people on the Sens or marketing people, hit me up, please. Like we can do
for
something.
real.
Trust.
Here's the
Allivir League. Like,
let's
cook something.
But yo,
up,
I noticed the Sens did step up their media game. I think they hired because they're way better. Like before it was trash, and now they're like their shit's really good. Yeah. Would you ever consider like moving away?
Yeah, no.
And if so, where? Like, would you leave Canada or just the city?
That's a good question. I always want. Okay, so I think I mentioned this in the podcast earlier, but my whole dad's side of my family lives in LA, so that's somewhere that I always wanted to move. And it's funny because we're getting all of our suppliers, like we're getting our shirts and everything built and made in LA. Damn. So it's good to, I'd want to like actually move there so I could like be more involved with the creation of everything.
And I feel like what you're doing, that's the place to be too.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Like just streetwear culture there, and you know, just everything in LA. Like there's so many more opportunities, obviously, but I think I'm not at the place where I want to be right now to move there. But I think that's definitely a location that I would want to go to. If this ends up being like a full-time blown out thing, like I'm gonna probably move there for sure.
Yeah. I mean I can see you in LA.
Well, especially because you like you know.
Exactly. I'm an LA sports fan.
It's it's a full circle story. That's what it would be, and I fuck with that shit when it's like shit comes all the way back around. It's crazy.
Yeah, bro. Like I said, my dad's side of my family lives there. We used to go there like before COVID. We used to try to go like once a year, or like once every 2 years. So it's always just been, it always just felt like second home. Like,
yeah, and we just went recently in August, and it's crazy, bro. The fucking like just like the weather alone is like
huge
compared to Ottawa or just Canada in general. Like I didn't open the weather app once there. You know,
man.
I'm like before I go to bed, I'm like, please, I'm praying, like, please, tomorrow, sun, please. There, bro, you don't gotta worry about shit.
They probably
obviously.
have like 2 days of rain the whole year.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Maybe once every month or two. But and like you said, the opportunity there is obviously way better.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
Well, we know, bro. I don't know about you. But I went in there like expecting people to be like dickheads in LA. They're actually pretty nice,
bro. Because the thing about LA is like it's a lot of like immigrants too. And it's like it's a melting pot. Like people from like Mexico, like obviously immigrate there. So and like just I find that like people from Mexico and just they're so like nice and just. They're always just a vibe, like
and they appreciate shit, bro. It's
and
like,
a lot of people are in LA from like other parts of the country, like or from Canada as well. Like people go there. You know, another place I'd like to go, like New York too. That place, is like fast paced business.
That's like on my bucket list. Like I'm trying to hit up all the big cities, like New York, Miami.
You want to get inspired to go to New York, man. Those people are hustling
New York.
all the time.
How you doing?
No, like and like I think you just said it, like the inspiration too, like being in LA is like the streetwear culture there is crazy.
Yeah, bro.
So like the fact that you'll just be walking around, you'll see something and then just kind of build from that. Like there's so much inspiration from LA and just like I said, the culture and the sneaker culture over there,
and even like the content you could put out, bro. And like in LA is crazy.
Like even just the shoes that we could.
Yeah,
do,
and you
like,
pull up to Cool Kicks and you talk to my boy Champagne Pocky. Yeah, I pulled up. I was cheese, man. I was like, yo, where's this guy at? It's a sick spot. It was crazy being in there because like obviously I watched the videos YouTube, and shit and like the hoop, that golden hoop,
and everything. It was crazy. Through the hills too.
Yeah, sheesh, bro. I mean, LA is
like,
beautiful.
We're your classic like first time in LA, so we went to do like obviously like the basic shit, like Universal, Venice, Santa Monica.
Yo, next time you guys go to LA, you guys need to go to Joshua Tree. It's like a bit of a drive.
Heard about that,
but yo, beautiful.
I heard about that.
The thing is, like, once you start going a lot, then you start just like going outside LA.
Yeah,
and outside of LA is where like the most beautiful shit is.
Like we want to go to San Diego, but
San Diego's crazy too. Yeah, San Diego's nice.
We were talking about. I feel like our second time, or if we go a third time, is going to be even better because we kind of dipped our feet in the water, as they say. And then now we kind of know the basics and like the spots because LA is big, obviously. It's huge, so. Like, bro, from our hotel, we're like, let's go to the Venice Beach. We look it up. It's fucking like 50 minutes. We're like, holy shit. But no, it was a vibe.
Yeah. It was crazy. Go to downtown LA.
Bro, the thing about downtown LA is there's not much.
Yeah,
that's what we heard. Staples Center, and that's it.
That's what we heard.
Yeah.
That was like, it was a trade-off. It was either like we do something else or go to downtown LA. And we heard it's not the greatest. Like, it's pretty dirty.
And it's also like, that's where like the offices are. Like that's just like it's just office buildings there. The only thing that they have in downtown LA is the Staples Center. Everything else is office buildings and just like
I think
places,
I think where we were was perfect.
We did it well. We stayed in Hollywood.
Yeah, that's the place to stay. If you go to LA, stay in Hollywood because that's where everything is. Like, and it's central. Like it's so you can get to the beach there. Obviously, it's not as far, but
one thing I'd like. I'm gonna sound like such like for someone that like travels all the time. I'm gonna sound like such like a noob, but it's crazy how like the little things, like gas stations in the States have fucking alcohol, man. Like you go to the gas station,
you just drive over to Quebec, you got the same thing.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah,
tried Happy Dad for the first time. Have you had Happy Dad?
No, I haven't. I'm not much of a beer guy.
What do you see? It's a seltzer.
Oh, it's a seltzer. Okay,
it was good. I was like,
I feel like initially I was like, it's like pretty overrated.
Shit, they get it too. Electric scooters.
The scooters are like,
the scooters are lit.
But at first I was like, it's kind of overrated. But then I kept on trying the flavors. I'm like, it's pretty good. Mm-hmm. But so like in terms of Victor, let's go back to Victor Rivilla. Like, what's next for you, bro? Like, what's next for the company? What's next for you? Like, do you have anything planned? Obviously, you don't want to share your secrets, but do you have anything in mind? Like, what's the next step? When's the next drop, etc.?
Yeah, like the first immediate step is it's our 2nd year anniversary soon. So it's only been
already,
once.
huh? Like,
it's only been once, but we have like a turn up usually, and we we invite everyone, and they come out with like a limited edition Aloe Vera shirt if you buy a ticket, and that's the immediate thing. And we last year was lit. Like we had 150 people buy tickets, and we had it at HQ. Shout out HQ. We're gonna have it there again this year. But we had 150 people buy tickets, and then about like another 50 to like 75 people show up at the door. And I said on the Instagram post, like, no, like there's no one's allowed to show up at the door. Like, they're not getting in.
Yeah.
But then once we saw like all the support and like people, there's like a whole line like outside, we were like, fuck it.
Yeah, it's hard to like turn down people that are like they're literally here for you.
Yeah. So hey, I'm gonna tell you right now though, get your tickets. Don't fucking come to the door, because you never know. Like
first
I might just say no to you.
It was like, we'll allow it. It's the first year. But now buy your fucking tickets, man. Don't be a cheapskate. Buy your fucking tickets.
Hey, listen up. It's $25.
Support the kid, man.
It's
Support
$25
local.
for a ticket. You get a shirt and 2 free drinks.
Come on, bro.
For $25.
Damn,
a drink is usually like 10 bones. So.
Exactly. Like, and entry as well too.
Yeah, exactly.
So like usually we charge like what, 45, 48 for a tea. You get one for 25 and
that's
2
crazy.
drinks.
And it's a limited edition 2 years.
Exactly.
That's, as an immigrant, I'm not actually immigrant, but from immigrant background, that's a fucking deal right there.
And like, what I'm saying? Like we're doing, like we don't, like last year I made no money. I think I lost money actually, but like I just do it for like the people that support with the brand, and for obviously marketing reasons as well too, but just to have like all my family and friends there, just vibe. Like you were there last year.
Bro, it was a vibe. Like, and I saw you, like this guy was going around saying hi to everybody, bro. And it's nice to see, bro. It's sick to see. Like I said, you're known, a lot of people support you. It's lit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's the immediate future. But in terms of like just the future, like I'm honestly just going with the flow, like just one drop at a time and just kind of snowballing from there. But I do at one point like want to start doing it full time. I don't think we're at that point yet. We're probably like 65% like to that full time point.
As long as you get a little bit closer.
Exactly. So hopefully maybe by like next year I'll be able to do it full time. So
they say 1% better every day. Right?
Exactly, bro. If you're not getting better every day, then you got to change something up.
For real. Wake up.
Like, as cliche as it might sound, like the one you gotta get better 1%.
Yeah, or like, not even if like you don't 1%. Feel, you don't learn. Like that's,
you like 0.001%. Yeah. As long as there's an incremental growth of what you're doing every day, like you're waking up with a purpose, I think like that's how you're gonna get like far in life. And it's not just because of money, like even just like spiritually or like just growing as a person
too, bro.
Exactly. Like just growing as a person and what you want to leave, like you said, like a fingerprint. If you're not growing every day, like you got to change that.
Yeah,
for real.
You want to hit him with some rapid questions here before we wrap this up, or what?
Let's go.
Do you have a bucket list? It's not really like a. We'll start that in a sec. Do you have a bucket list?
Bucket list?
Because personally, I don't, and I should sit down and like. There's some shit where I'm like, yo, I want to do this, but I need to write one down. But do you have one already?
Or
do you have?
I kind of have a travel bucket list. Like I have certain places I want to go. Like I want to go to like Dubai, Maldives, Bali.
Maldives is crazy.
I want to go to Hawaii again.
Oh, I was just gonna say Hawaii.
So I have a travel bucket list
again. So you've been?
Yeah. So it's like some of my mom's side lives there too. So we visited them. It was my aunt's wedding. So I went when I was like 16, I think. So it was whack. Like I couldn't drink.
yeah.
So like, I want to go back. Obviously, probably take a vacay.
Yeah.
Vacay in Hawaii's vibes.
That's like I think that's goals right
crazy.
there.
Yeah. But in terms of like an actual bucket list, I don't know, man. I feel like right now I'm just focusing on just my craft and just doing like shit for Aloe Vera.
Yeah, just
like, grinding. And then like maybe in a couple of years I'll have a bucket list of shit I want to do. But right now, just travel, do my business, and
Slit. Do you have a bucket list, Mark?
I do. Got a bucket list of some stuff I want to do, both personally, business wise, travel wise as well.
You want to share some, bro, or just like keep it in your head, man?
I like to keep most of them. This podcast is one of them for sure.
Yo, and here's the thing about this podcast, like Mark and I, like we've always had convos, just like chilling and just talk about random shit. And we actually, like the first thing we actually recorded was in our basement, and we were just talking about random shit, and it was a vibe. And we've always wanted to do something like this, so it was pretty nice to like start it. Yeah, bro. Especially as brothers, like doing something. It's nothing crazy, but it's still like a good time having conversation with a drink or 2 or 3 or 4. Yeah. And we get to bring on people like, you know, our good friends and talk about anything, man. We're just vibing. That's what we do.
And I think you guys are doing it the right way. Like, bro, you've been talking about this podcast for like almost a year now.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, we have a vision with this podcast, and we want to do it right. So we didn't want to rush into things. Like this has been in the making for a long time, and we wanted everything to go as planned and as we envisioned it, because at the end of the day, that's why we're doing it. We're doing it for us. And obviously we want to share it with you guys, so it's gonna be another sick time. If you guys, you know, hopefully you guys ride with us. If you don't want to ride with us, it's fine. No hard feelings, but fuck you. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, man, and we're excited to see where it's gonna take us, and I'm definitely we're gonna have you on again in 6 months. A year progress, and I know for sure you're gonna be still booming on some next shit, because bro, you're doing fantastic. Appreciate and you,
let's hop into these
let's go with some
sentimental shit, bro. Holy fuck.
Yo, you got Kleenex or something? No, I'm kidding.
Yo, but I just want to say one thing though, fellas, don't be scared to be emotional. Facts. Sentimental shit is fine. It's all Watch Love Island.
Oh my god!
All right, I don't know about that one, but yo, let your emotions go. It's all good, you know?
Bro.
But let's hop into these rapid questions. We're almost wrapping up. Mark, let's go, bro.
All right, first one.
Hold on. Y'all good with your drinks or what?
I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling. Low-key. Hey, are you guys feeling it a bit?
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
I'm feeling it a bit too.
I've been feeling it.
Yo, this is strong, bro. You put like there's probably
is it? No, I put like 2 drops, bro. Strong as hell. Put 2 drops, dog.
So first question, Vijay, where do you see yourself? I kind of touched on this, but where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Next 5 years,
personally, and
you're supposed to be quick, right?
Yeah, quick answer.
Next 5 years, let's see. I'm 24, so I'll be 29, 30. I probably want to
Sorry. Let me backtrack. 10 years. 10 years.
10 years
too soon. 5 years is too soon.
Okay, yeah, 10 years. I'll probably say have a family. You know, wifed up.
How many kids?
3.
Like in your head, because you never, you know, like you say 3, but then like when it actually happens, you got like 6.
3. You know, hopefully Allivir will be something big, and I'll be doing it full time, obviously, and hopefully to have my own like space, like a warehouse office. I think that's the goal in 10 years.
Okay. So. What's the sneaker roto right now? What are you rotating in your sneaker game?
Yo, sneaker rotation right now. I'm rocking the Salehi Bembry Crocs.
Okay,
those are
cozy season.
Literally, like I don't wear anything else. But if I'm going out, or if I'm like, you know, flex a little bit, you know, gotta have like, you know, the Travis Scott Jordan 1s in the collection. Sure. We got you know, off-white Prestos. Those are always gonna be my rotation. And then I think I have you know, Union Jordan 1s, and then off-white 4s. Crazy. Like what I have that I just keep wearing constantly right now. But no, those Salehi Bembry Crocs, best $200 I've ever spent. I literally wear them everywhere, to the movie theater, to get groceries, get gas. Like it's the best shit.
Do you rate the foam runners or the slides?
See, bro, that's the thing. Like I don't wear Adidas. So
checks over stripes, baby. If you're wearing Adidas, you're flopping.
I mean, I don't hate on people who wear Adidas, but I just don't wear Adidas. I sold all my Yeezys, like. Yeah, I
be real. Was it because Drake said checks over stripes, or like,
nah, bro? I just
for you don't fuck with Yeezy.
I just can't like. I don't know. Once I fuck with just one brand, I can't.
For me, the reason like I have Adidas, I don't really rock it anymore. I used to. The main reason is because like, I don't have like Adidas clothing.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah,
like exactly. Obviously, you could rock like jeans and like a tee, but. You know, like if I'm rocking like I like a lot of sweaters and like and hoodies and shit, and they're mostly like Nike or you know what I'm saying.
Sure.
Who's your celeb crush?
Damn.
Celeb crush. Damn. That's
Other than Kylie Jenner, you know,
bro. Honestly, it's probably gonna have to be Kendall. I've always been a team Kendall because you know why? Because she has the drip, bro.
Facts.
Like
yeah, she does.
Not
she
even
does
just like
drip.
obviously she's a very pretty girl, but like her drip is crazy. Like that's like the type of aesthetic.
Your girl got to block her ears on this one.
Okay, next one. Aside
Yeah.
from Love Island, what are you watching these days?
Yeah, besides fucking running Love Island 24/7.
On Netflix, you know, I don't know. You guys seen the Jeffrey Dahmer?
Yo, I saw
No,
it's
my girl
dropping.
told me
though.
we gotta watch that though.
That's crazy.
That's dropping.
It's actually
Did it
fucked
drop?
up. Yeah, it dropped. It's fucked up, bro.
I heard it was
yeah?
October 7th. I just saw something.
No,
Maybe
that's,
some.
That's another thing that's coming out.
Oh, that's
But,
crazy.
Like, they did like a reenactment of like a theatrical reenactment of like everything that he did. Bro, this guy's fucked.
Yo,
Like,
Yo, don't spoil it.
do you think
Yeah.
like Netflix just like lives off this shit, like off these like like?
it's kind of messed up.
People
'cause,
like that shit.
bro.
Oh, well, obviously.
The
but-
victims' families, bro, they don't get shit. From
yeah,
this.
they don't.
And the fact that they have to like relive it and shit.
Yeah, that's like
It's crazy,
traumatizing
but
as fuck.
Nah, it also like the thing about the show is like it stems a lot of light on just like mental health and like how he started to just become a mess.
I have no clue what this is about, by the way, like who
Yeah.
this guy is and all this shit. So I'm gonna look into it.
No, that's what I'm watching. So
what
you guys
else?
gotta watch that. What else? Trying to think. I don't know. Like,
Are you
my
a big-
girl usually just put on like a movie or something.
I was gonna say, are you a big movie guy? Like movies or shows? What do you watch
low-key
more?
Movies, man. Like me and my girl, like we don't really usually watch like shows like that. Like we'll watch Love Island and stuff like that. But like whenever we're on Netflix, we usually just watch a movie. Like whatever we like thrillers and horror movies.
Yeah.
Like we can't watch anything else because anything else will just put us to sleep.
Facts.
So you need to have something like
Yeah.
that'll wake you up.
So top artists, who you fucking with lately? Like as we speak, because I know like me personally, I go through like waves. I got my main artists, but like you know, I like to experiment with different artists depending on how I feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So who you listen to now?
Yeah, like you said, like main artists, obviously like Drake and Ye, J. Cole always in the rotation. But right now I'm listening to a lot of like Brent Faiyaz
Yeah.
and what's it called? I think Tori's coming out with an album on Friday, so I'm lit for that. And then what surprised me was Nav's album. Bro, Nav's album was fire. That caught me off guard.
Honestly, like Nav gets a lot of stick, but like I will always fuck with Nav. Like I feel like anything he puts out is a vibe.
Yeah.
Like people like focus too much on like what he's saying, but like, bro, it's just a vibe. Some people are like are obviously more talented lyrically, and other people are like just make music that sounds good.
Mhm.
And I'm both sides. Like I like lyrical artists, but also like just a vibe, like in the whip. You know what I'm saying? Like on the way to the gym.
Yeah.
But I like Nav's album because it was more like perfect timing vibes. And that's like one of my top albums, so I fucked with that for sure.
Yeah, no, like he surprised me because I went to Rolling Loud like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, how was that, bro?
And it's like it was lit. Like it's really good to like see the people live and performances live, and like seeing the actual song live is way better.
Yeah,
low-key,
yeah.
like with the live band and everything.
Yeah.
But like, bro,
And like
low-key,
how
it's
they
just-
like they change it up a bit.
Yeah.
Like how they like sing. And
but like
rap.
low-key, it's just too many people, bro. Like it's just
I feel
it's
like
a bit dirty and like you know it's a good
musty,
experience.
huh? It's just like
Yeah.
fucking.
It's good to just
Like,
do
get
it. I
off
feel like
me.
I'm getting a little too old for that. you know?
Yeah, I
Like,
feel you. I haven't been to like a live outdoor like blues fest vibes and like since blues fest that was popping like back when Ye was here and shit.
Yeah.
Because I just feel like, yo, get off me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, why you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or I would just do like the VIP.
Yeah,
'cause
exactly. No, if I
there's,
were to do it, I told my boy Damon, I said, if we ever go again, it's gonna be VIP.
Yeah, because you got your own seat and shit.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it's a bit further, but like it's still a vibe.
Next question. What kind of legacy you want to leave behind? What do you want people to remember
Sheesh.
Vijo as?
honestly,
Victor Rivilla.
I want to leave behind the idea that I always wanted to just create, and like R.I.P. Virgil, like the fingerprint and legacy that he left behind is like so influential. So many people are like taking shit for what he did and just putting it into their own stuff, and that's kind of one of the influences that I want to have on people. Just like leaving a footprint behind of just being a creative, to be honest.
For sure,
just
bro.
Create.
And last question. What message do you want to leave everybody watching from Victor Rivilla?
To the people out there, you know, that want to start their own clothing brand and do, you know, whatever it is. Okay. I think we obviously touched on it earlier. Is you know, just never stay stagnant, man. You just always keep growing, and you know, just roll with the punches. Yeah, obviously you're gonna have your failures and this and that, but that's what's gonna help you grow, and just always keep growing, always keep learning, never be satisfied of where you're at.
Love it. And before you finish that off, before we let you go, very important question: where can people follow you? Where can people see what you do?
Plug it, dog.
Let's plug you up.
I feel like, you know, Hot Ones, when they do like the camera here
to
plug your shit. I feel like that right now, but it's at
Spotlight
Vijo.
is on you, dog.
Yeah, look at both cameras.
At Vijo_Kobe on Instagram, and at Allivir League, ALLIVIRLEAGUE.
There you go. And Matt,
Let's go. And yo,
where can people
For
follow
us-
us, man? If they ain't following us on all platforms, how can they hit us
first
up?
of all, if you're not following us, you're tripping, because yo, this is about to be the craziest podcast. But it's the What's Poppin Podcast across all platforms. Subscribe to our YouTube, like, comment. If you guys want to see someone on this podcast, let us know. Victor, bro, we really appreciate you being on
you
here.
coming out here,
Bro,
man.
thank you guys.
That's
Thank
my
you.
dog right here.
Keep grinding.
Thank you.
Keep
doing your
grinding.
thing.
We're
Yes,
excited to
sir.
see where you're gonna be in let's again 6 months to a year, whatever.
Yeah,
We're
no,
gonna have you back.
even you guys, man. Like, I'm excited to see what you guys do and like who you guys have on. And I think you guys are, like I said, you guys are doing it right, man. Like, you guys are you're putting on for the local people first, and then hopefully
For
you
sure.
branch out from
Putting
there.
on for the city.
But
man.
bro, slow grind.
There it is.
Yeah,
Slow
man.
grind.
Much respect,
For sure.
brother. God
Respect,
bless.
dog.
Appreciate y'all.